Well, I just got finished installing my S-AFC-II Apexi Super Airflow Converter, as you can read. I was just going to go over some simple tuning aspects of it. I know it's kind of hard to get into the tuning scene, so I'll just go over this. This is my computer set up with the Z-Tronics wideband I bought online. Perfect piece of software. I absolutely love it. It's great for tuning. There's a little rev right there. It just data maps throttle position, RPMs, and air-fuel ratio as well, which is very nice. Once you do a pull, you just pull over and tune. Very nice. Here, I'll just do a little quick, short rev, kind of like what a pull would be. And then it would drop off. Normally, you would have a huge throttle, but I'm just doing a slight one. And then you can go back and map out the positions, like so. As you can see, I can go in and I can check, you can't really see it too well on the camera, but if you go in there and you click like that, it lines everything up and shows you what the values are at those points. So it's really easy to tune. Also, for the S-AFC-II, once you have it all set up, it's really not that hard. You just go in. Any points are all your RPM points. I gotta fix this one because I was just messing around with it. But I'll do that a little later. There's also throttle point, because the S-AFC-II holds two different types of maps, one for high and one for low throttle. You really don't want to set your low throttle anything above 25%. So, and your high really doesn't really matter, but I just set it at 40 because that's what I was told to do by some people online. Alright, and also then once everything's all set up and you got your high and low, you got your throttle position set up, you can start tuning. Once you do a pull, like I showed you on the laptop over there, you can go to high throttle. And this is the current tune I have. As you can see, it's subtracting a certain amount of percentage of fuel at these different RPM levels. It jumps by 400 or 600. I can go previous. Also at the low throttle, this is the tune I have on the high end, just so it doesn't rich out when I let off the throttle. And now I'll show you what it does when I start adding and subtracting fuel. So let me start adding a crap load of fuel. It starts to rich out. It's going. See? There it goes. Then if I do the opposite direction, which I subtract fuel, it'll make it lean, which is not good. And then I'll just zero that out, so I'll go back to my original tune. That is what you do not want. Normally you wouldn't want to do that, but I'm in an N8 car, so really not much to worry about. But that's pretty much the basics of tuning an S-AFC-II. It's really easy. It's pretty much the same thing like the Neo, except the Neo has more tuning points than this. You can also go in, like I said, I gotta switch one of the points because I was just doing it for demonstration purposes. I go back into any points, and I'll change this back up to the 1600 that it was set at. Then there's also the monitoring, which is pretty nice. You just go over, you select the things you want to monitor, air-fuel ratio, or then you get your revs, your max revs, and my battery voltage. That's a little graph. If I rev it a little, it does that. Also some gauges, and this is the one I tend to sit at the most. You have your revs, which of course go up. It'll show your max revs. You have your max throttle position, your knock sensor, and also your correction, plus or minus air fuel. I really can't show you stand still sitting here, but if I were going to do a pull, like when it hits the certain RPMs it's supposed to be at, this will start doing plus or minus. However I tuned it, it'll show me how much I'm sitting at that current point, so I know what's going on in the map. Or yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you would use this lovely piece of software and this lovely tuner. I mean, it's not as good as a standalone, but it does the job.